Hello everybody, Keith here again. Today I want to have a look at this Cymbidium. It's one I bought last year. I think, because it wasn't identified, I think it's erythraeum, the species. If it isn't, it is something very, very, very much like erythraeum. But it's a very beautiful plant. There's just no two ways about it. The flowers on this are gorgeous. The problem is that I repotted it after I got it, and possibly, knowing me, didn't get it far enough down in the pot anyway. You can see it's quite a long way up. A lot of these roots aren't very clever. But it's now pushing itself out because, as you can see there, it's got right down to the bottom. So now I need to have this out of the pot, do something which I generally don't like doing, which is root trim. I try to avoid that if at all possible, except for obviously trimming out dead ones. And I try not to repot any more often than I need to either. But I think in this case this has done well outside through the summer. It's grown well. Obviously the pot feels quite solid, so I think there's, I feel the shape of the roots underneath this. If you feel down there, you can feel roots against the outside of the pot. So the plan is I'm going to put it in something about as big as I've got, which is going to be this. It's about the same depth, but it's slightly broader, because it's fairly well known. Like most orchids, these things do not like to be over potted. So right, let's see what it's going to be like down inside this pot. Because, oh dear me, this is tight. Dear me, this is as tight as Scrooge's wallet, this thing. Oh. Here we go. Yeah, I think that's fairly well chock in that pot, but it needs to come up here. I mean, those roots look superb. Really nice roots for the most part, a few little bits. I'm going to have a look at that and trim it, hopefully, because it's not been repotted all that long. Let's get this come. Yeah, it's going a bit mushroomy, so I'm going to have to do something with this compost. I'm going to have to swap it, which I was hoping not to have to do, but that's going to be a long job. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll turn it off and give this a session, and then I'll come back. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, back again. All cleaned up as much as I can. It's such a tangle of roots that I can't conceivably get every last little bit of dead root and what have you out there. But I think you'll agree that we've got a lot of good roots. Now what I have done, as I said earlier on, is what I never do normally, which is just whack a load of root off the bottom just to try and make it sit lower in the pot, because I've seen evidence of branching. There's quite a lot of new growth, and we've got a number of new growth anyway. We've got one there, one there, one there, and so on. So there's quite a lot of new growths that will be coming up and through. So I'm going to put it in this one. It might have gone back in the original pot, but I think it'll last longer in this one. And it will sit quite low. I can get that, if I'm careful, I can get that right down in the bottom of the thing. I don't know whether you can see this very well because it's getting very late in the day and we're losing light, so let me try turning the lights on in the roof, see if that makes any improvement. A little bit, not an awful lot. Anyway, I'm going to use the Orchid Focus repotting mix, the stuff I've used before. I use it for a lot of the, particularly things like Phalaenopsis, they work extremely well in it, and this is also a thick rooted orchid. I'm not going to do this, it will take too long and because it's quite a big pot, so I'm not going to video this bit. I'll just do it and then we'll come round and we'll have a look at it when it's finished. Right, that actually didn't take me very long at all. I was decided not to worry too much about getting bark right into the middle. I've done my best by packing it in with my fingers, but I didn't want to risk getting it too high. It is a bit of a climber, but I've managed to get it so that all of these pieces are more or less at bark level. So I'm really quite pleased with the way that's turned out, and I'm hoping now that any new roots will just go straight down into the medium and really go, and it's got a little bit of extra room to go. I don't, as I said before, chopping 2 inches off the bottom of a root is something I dislike doing. It rubbed me up the wrong way, but I think in this case I really didn't have a lot of choice. So that's what I believe is erythraeum, as I say, or something extremely like it. And we'll see how that one gets on in here now that it's been repotted. I've got another few plants that are coming into flower, which I'll film in a few days' time for what's in flower at the end of the month. Hopefully some of them will be in flower, some of them I think will still be coming into flower, but never mind. I think that'll do for now. Thank you for watching. I hope you found it interesting, and I'll see you soon. Bye.